It's November 7th, and the strange side of history awaits. Today, we have a fiery rock from the heavens, a scientist who harnessed invisible power, and a revolution that rewrote the world. Let's begin. On November 7th, 1492, the skies over the region known as Alsace, now modern-day France, did not thunder, it cracked. A roar rolled across the walled town of Ensisheim, and in the wheat fields beyond the gate, the earth shuddered, and a black stone, from nowhere, punched a crater so large a man could stand in it. It was roughly a meter deep, and its body still hissed with heat. When the dust cleared, there it was, 127 kilograms of space rock. Villagers arrived in a trembling ring, crossing themselves, whispering prayers, only the daring to inch closer. The air smelt of singed straw, and some swore they heard voices in the boom. Others said it was a warning. Church bells rang as if the town itself needed to be woken or warned. Word raced faster than horses. Emperor Maximilian claimed the stone and ordered it to be displayed, not as a curiosity, but as a sign, from whom no one dare say out loud. Pilgrims came to gaze, to touch, to pocket forbidden splinters. The meteor is still on display in the town's museum today. But at the time, the meteor was a sign, an omen, or maybe a warning shot from whatever was out there watching and waiting for us to look up again. On November 7th, 1867, a child was born in Warsaw who would one day uncover the light hiding in the darkness and pay a price for touching it. Her name was Marie Curie. From the quiet corners of her lab, she would peel back the skin of the invisible, discovering a power that could heal and destroy. She called it radioactivity, a word that would echo through the centuries. Late at night, her notebooks glowed faintly in the dark. Bottles of vials lined her workbench, each whispering with invisible energy. To her, they were beautiful, tiny stars she could hold. To others, they were frightening. She handled radium with her bare hands, unaware that every shimmer, every invisible pulse, was slowly burning her from within. Marie Curie earned not one, but 2 Nobel Prizes. Her brilliance was unmatched, her courage unmeasurable. But behind the triumph was a slow tragedy, the sickness that came not from failure, but from the discovery itself. November 7th is the International Day of Medical Physics, a tribute to her legacy. Yet, even now, her old papers are too radioactive to touch. Her brilliance still glows, and a haunting reminder that some light shines brightest when they burn us. On November 7th, 1917, the old world of Russia drew its final breath. In the cold streets of Petrograd, shadows moved beneath the blood-red sky, whispers of a revolution, men with rifles, women with torches, banners fluttering like flesh wounds. The Winter Palace loomed ahead, silent and waiting, its corridors filled with anxious heartbeat of a dying government. Then came the signal. The guns of the cruiser Aurora thundered over the Neva River, and history itself began to flinch. Within hours, the Bolsheviks, led by a man whose ideas were sharper than any blade, had taken control. The ministers were dragged from their post, telegraph lines seized, and the voice of an old order cut off mid-sentence. Outside the city was eerily still. Snow fell on the cobblestones, muffling the sound of boots as a new power took the throne. But what followed was silence, suspicion, and fear. That night, Russia changed forever. The Tsar was gone, the empire had fallen, and from the ashes rose something colder, darker, and far more endearing. One night of revolution and decades of consequences. It seems like history doesn't turn overnight unless someone forces it to. Another day, another strange bite from history. Like, comment, and subscribe. Your next eerie dose is just a day away.